What's up everyone, this is France over here from Nintendo and PlayerSense.com, bringing you some more Xenoblade Chronicles X and Final Fantasy 15 news for today. So this is one of the feel-good stories that of course nobody reported on for the most part of these big websites and these other YouTubers, and this was a little quote, actually a little passage from a Final Fantasy 15 developer, Wan Hazmer, talking about how he will buy a Wii U just for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Then he goes on to praise the open world, or should I say vice versa, praises the open world and says he will buy a Wii U for Xenoblade Chronicles X. And this is what I'm talking about. I've seen a lot of bickering and arguing back and forth between Final Fantasy and Xenoblade and what game's going to be better and the graphics that this and the graphics that, but really what it comes down to is the games. What it comes down to is the JRPG. What it comes down to is fun. Final Fantasy 15 could be really good. It could be. Based on the previous games, people are a little skeptical, but from what they've shown, it looks to be really cool. Xenoblade Chronicles X is further along. Xenoblade Chronicles X is launching in a few months, so obviously it's further along, plus it has the proven track record of the guys who actually used to make the good Final Fantasy games, and of course the amazing Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. So that's the reason why some people might be jumping on one side over Final Fantasy, or a little skeptical, but even so, I am a proponent of Japanese RPGs. I am a proponent of fantastic content driven games, and that's the reason why JRPGs are my favorite genre, and that's the reason why I'm excited for Final Fantasy and I'm excited for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Both of these games are going to have a lot of content based on what the developers have been saying. Obviously based on what we've seen, it looks like there's just going to be so much stuff, but I do want to get into a few quotes that Wan actually said about Xenoblade Chronicles, and he basically said the exploration aspect of this game looks incredible. He hyped up traversing the landscapes. He hopes that he can do that in real time, and the sandworm, talked about getting near that. He also went into detail basically about the trailers about Final Fantasy, really not a lot of detail, but talked about how his game, his scope compared to Xenoblade Chronicles X and all that, and how there's some friendly competition there, but that there's nothing in his contract that says that he can't like both games or he can't admire the work that they've done. And I have to agree, there's nothing in anybody's contract or anything saying, hey, they can't admire that work. Heck, even there'd be guys that I'm competing against on the field when I used to play football, and I would be like, hey man, good job on that play or good job on there, because even though we're against each other, I can still admire some good work or a good play or a good catch or a good block or whatever the case may be. So that's the same thing with gaming. I mean, I don't have a PS4 at this point. I'm going to get one, and I'm a Nintendo fan, but I can still admire all the cool stuff that Final Fantasy is going to do, and from what it looks like, you know, from what it looks. So it looks really cool. And then he just says that, you know, he loves the world of Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, and he'll be getting a Wii U just for this game. And he kind of ends off with that, and he says, yes, I love my JRPGs. So if you want to get the full quote, the full comment, you can head over to PlayerSense.com, check out what the community has to say. A lot of people are really hyped and excited, but a lot of people didn't really talk about this. I thought this was a big story, and I kind of took my time getting to it, making a video about it. This happened last week, but still, I think it's an interesting story. I think it's really cool that Wan Hazmer has basically come out and said this on his little personal blog and talked about it, because both of these games are amazing. And honestly, the JRPG and the Japanese industry need to push. They need games. It's not even about being in competition. They're on different systems. The Final Fantasy isn't coming to the Wii U, you know, so they're on different systems. This is something that the industry needs. The PS4 needs it, in my opinion. The PS4 needs games. I don't care how many units it's sold. The PS4 needs games that I'm interested in, that I want to buy. For me, just personally, for me, there's been a lot of shooters and a lot of Western games. I want games that I want to play, you know, and the Wii U needs JRPGs. Like Nintendo, it's been how many years now? Where are all the RPGs at? You've got Monster Hunter, and that's about it. You got a couple on the eShop here and there, but where are the big JRPGs from Nintendo? So it's something that everybody needs. It's not just the Nintendo versus Sony or Nintendo fanboy and Sony fanboy, all this junk. Like, both sides need each other, and both sides need these games to come out and need Japan to start moving some units of some console hardware and stuff like that, regardless of whatever you might think. Personally, me, I know that it's handheld dominated, and I'm going to continue buying my handheld RPGs, Bravely Default and all that stuff, but I want to see some console RPGs. I want to get excited about getting a PS4. I'm looking for reasons, and Final Fantasy 15 is a great reason, and I just love the way this developer came out there and said it and was honest, and that's what it's all about, guys. It's about having fun and playing playing games. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 15. I'm going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles X. If you miss out on one of those games, I mean, that's going to suck, because if you're a JRPG fan like me, you want to play everything. So especially great JRPGs. I don't want to play bad art JRPGs. I want to play good ones. So Final Fantasy and Xenoblade look to be the cream of the crop. So it's going to be interesting to see how both of these games shake out. And I'm just interested and excited. Check out what some other people have been saying and just comment, what do you guys think below? Please put it in the comment section. Like this video if you did like it. It really helps me know that you guys want to hear more about stuff like this. If you guys do like it, subscribe if you're someone new. You're going to get news articles. You're going to get videos on Smash Bros. We're going to get all sorts of good stuff right here on Nintendo and PlayerSense.com. That pretty much wraps it up for this one. We will see you guys for the next video. Peace.